What's up guys, Sammy here, and today is Thursday, April 23rd, and tomorrow, the 24th, is the final round of Arenacross. It's been a very long series. It's been 15 rounds, and it's spanned almost 4 months now because of the days we had to take off in the middle for whatever reason. But we're finally here, final round tomorrow, and if you're watching this any later than tomorrow, well, obviously it's already happened and the series is over. So as far as the championship goes, Andre Santos leads it with 165 points, and he's followed by Connor Peavy with 148 points, and third is going to be Dylan Copeland with 113. So the title is only between Connor and Andre right now, and I'm actually told today that Connor plans on not racing tomorrow because he has other obligations that he can't get out of. So it's looking a lot like Andre Santos is going to win the title, and he has a pretty commanding lead right now. So even if Connor did race, it's pretty likely that Andre would have been able to wrap it up just by being in the main event. So congrats to the top three. And for third place, we actually have a pretty close battle between Dylan Copeland and Matt Burkeen. There's only 6 points separating them right now. So who knows, Matt Burkeen could pass Copeland for the third spot and get that third place prize of a month free server from us. So as far as the future of the series is concerned, as many of you may know or may not know, depending on if you ever look at the forums, I plan on not returning as the host for this series next year. And I'll go ahead and explain why now, since I've already been getting asked about it, so I might as well just explain it to everyone at once. There's a number of reasons I'm not returning. Don't get me wrong, this series was a great learning experience for me. I've done it 2 years now. It's what pushed me to learn more about some different programming languages and to build an entire website that was basically just for this series. I'm really glad that I did it. But with that being said, there's also been a lot of negative coming out of it. Our overall turnout is definitely up from the first year we did it, which was 2014. We had, I think, a total of 72 people compete in the championship, and this year we have 107, which is a lot more, obviously, but that didn't really reflect in the everyday races. Every week we'd have about the same amount of people as we did in 2014, and the turnout at a couple occasions has been just enough to fill the main event, where we didn't even really need to run the heats if we didn't want to, but we did them for fun. It's so much work and so much time for me that I can't devote myself to this anymore and have the turnout be that bad and have the majority of the comments we get about it or what people talk to us about in private, it's usually negative. And after 2 years of doing this, it really starts to wear on you. And it's so much effort for a lot of complaints and a lot of negative attitudes. And I'm just not willing to put that kind of effort forward anymore. I have had a few people step up and tell me that they're willing to do it if Zach wants to make the tracks next year, and he's telling me that he does. So it's looking likely that you'll still have a series next year, but I won't be back as the host. If it happens, I'm definitely going to help on the technical side. I'll probably help them post the events and stuff and make sure everything works, but I won't be there hosting as I have been for 2 years straight every time an Arenacross race is run. So I guess that's all I really wanted to say. I hope I kind of explained to some of you why I'm not coming back. I know a lot of you have been asking me that in TeamSpeak or whatever it's been. But I hope you can see this from my point of view, and I hope you can understand why it's gotten to this point and why I think it's best for me to just step away from it. With that being said, if any of you are still listening to this video, thank you for watching this long. I know a lot of people don't really care about who's hosting the series as long as it's happening. If some of you do care, thank you, and I'm definitely not going to stop hosting. I'll still be doing fun events here and there. Probably will never return as the host of a series again. My apologies about the MXS help series I've been doing. I haven't made a video in a few weeks, and it's just because I've been very busy, and when I do have the free time to make a video, I can't think of an idea at the time. So I do have some ideas now though, and look for a couple coming out soon. I haven't been working on one for a long time now, on and off, and it should be really good when I'm done with it. But anyways, thanks for sticking around this channel, guys. It means a lot. And definitely stay tuned for more videos from me in the near future. So before I go, guys, I need to give all the track makers a huge shout out that helped out with this series. They worked so much on the tracks every week, and it took them so much time out of their day, and they just kept doing it. So I'm going to name them all by name right now because they definitely all deserve it for their contributions. First off, we got Zach Nobriga. He's the main track maker. He makes the terrain, and he goes off the layouts he finds on the Arenacross website. And he's been doing a great job, and he works really hard on all this stuff. And secondly, I need to give a huge shout out to Tony Rubio, who does the entire environment on the track. He places everything and makes sure it all looks great. And he also tests the track and fixes up the terrain if it needs it. And then we got SMR, who made all the custom objects for the series. It was really cool of him to do that, and we were really thankful for it, and they all looked awesome. And finally, we have Jay, who let us use the custom stadiums he made, which was awesome. The entire season was off of his stadiums, except for actually Las Vegas, thanks to MX Team for that stadium. But other than that, it's been Jay, and thanks to Jay for the decals and all his help with different things. He's an awesome dude, and he helps out with a lot of stuff. So that's the end of this video. Thanks guys for listening, and make sure to thank all these guys I just thanked, because without them this definitely wouldn't have been happening. I know I say a lot about hosting it, but I can't even imagine them making the tracks every week.